The delusion of a disordered mind, a phantom, a spirit, a ghost.
When you think of horror movie villains, what comes to mind? Jason with his machete, Freddy with his knife gloves. But there's one villain that's usually overlooked by many people, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. In today's movie, Phantasm.
Phantasm. Is it a nightmare?
Mike and Jody's parents just died. This makes Mike worried about losing his brother, leading him to follow his brother wherever he goes. Tommy, one of Jody's friends, has also died. Jody goes to the funeral and of course Mike follows him. After the funeral, Mike witnesses a grave robber, only known as the Tall Man, steal Tommy's grave and run off with it. The rest of the movie is just Mike trying to convince his brother and friend about the Tall Man, and just trying to figure out what the Tall Man's goals are for stealing all the graves. What I like most about this movie is just how little they tell you about the Tall Man. He steals graves, and you find out what he's using with the graves, but you never find out anything about the Tall Man. You just know that, well, he really likes his graves. Apparently, the Tall Man is an alien from another dimension who steals the graves and uses them as slaves on his home planet. Isn't that creative or what? Him being an alien, you'd think he'd have a weapon too, right? Like maybe a laser or like a super cannon or just a machine gun with lasers. Well, not the Tall Man. He's got a spear. Aw yeah, you gotta love that cheesy blood. I've been saying a lot of good things about this movie, but one bad thing is the acting from Mike and Jody and Reggie isn't that great, and at times it can be kind of distracting for how funny it can be. But they do play through it as if they're interested, and it seems like the set must have been a lot of fun for them. My favorite part of the whole movie is the scene where Mike goes to bed and has a nightmare about the Tall Man. It's just a really good scene. Angus Scrimm did a really good job playing the Tall Man. He plays it off as that creepy guy you see on a bus who just kind of looks at you and kind of like winks a little, and you're just scared and you think about him for days on end just because of how creepy he was. That's the Tall Man in this movie. He's not scary, he's just unnerving. Watch this scene of Mike on the street, and then he just looks over and who's walking? The Tall Man. Isn't that terrifying? Wouldn't you, like, pee your pants if you saw him like that? Would I consider this a horror movie? Not really. There are some creepy scenes, and the gore is pretty good, but other than that, it's not really a scary movie. It's just an unnerving sci-fi movie. I mean, the Tall Man is an alien from another dimension who uses graves and corpses as slaves for his homeworld. That's just a huge science fiction movie to me. It doesn't really scream horror to me. Freddy Krueger killing you in your dreams, that's scary. You know, Jason Voorhees stalking you until you're dead, that's terrifying. But the Tall Man, he is a creepy guy, but when you think about it, it's just a huge science fiction movie. You don't really think it's scary throughout the movie. It just kind of played for a joke, in my opinion. Over the years, Phantasm has grown a huge cult following and has had 3 sequels, with a 4th one on the way. In the end, guys, I'm going to give this movie 4 creepy faces out of 5 floating spheres. Please comment down below on a movie that you'd like me to review next. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, subscribe.